Angel, you're asking does CLA help with finding an existing laundromat? We don't have like a list of laundromats per se. What we can do is connect you with brokers that would have more of a pulse on, what's going on in their area. Many time brokers specialize in a certain geographic region, so they kind of know and your distributors know what's going on in that area as well. So, we can connect you to those people, but we don't keep like a running list of laundromats that are available. It'd be a hard list to keep, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for answering that question. And thank you
Sure.
too, Britt.
Danielle, can I speak to that as well?
Yeah,
Because I know there's been a
definitely.
lot of questions about how do you find a laundromat to buy? And that is a very common question in the Lovely Ladies of Laundry Facebook page. If you're in that group, it comes up often. I'm a huge advocate for being in your community. And I know sometimes that's hard because you're working on your business or you're working in your business, right? But my husband and I were approached in September by a nonprofit organization who helps employ differently abled people. And they had been acquired by a different nonprofit and they were getting out of the laundry industry. And they had 16 commercial customers that they needed to find a new home for. And we were the first people they talked to because we knew two of the top people. We had a relationship with them. So I just want to encourage you all, like, if you get to know the people in the industry in your area, and it may be a vendor, it may be a chemical person, it may be a repair person, probably not because I don't know, they're never where we need them to be. But anyway, digress. Get to know other laundry owners, see if there's any laundry, like CLA puts on some really great in-person events. If you can attend those, that's really helpful. I would encourage you to connect with at least two people from this call, outside of this call, because we all have different business models and different ways about going about things and different experience. So your network. The other thing I will say is when this company, so we had just purchased a building, we had moved all our stuff, and then we're like, okay, great, we're going to bring on 16 new commercial customers, it's going to be amazing. But also our cash flow was not amazing because we had not financed, we had cash flowed all of the repairs to build out this building. And so we were not very liquid. And so we have a friend in Seattle who had several laundromats, and we call him Bob. And we called him and said, hey, would you be willing to give us a personal loan for this amount of money so we can make this transaction happen? And we will pay it off in a year or 18 months or whatever. And he was willing to do that. So it really is, I think, Gloria, you were talking about speaking to another gentleman about laundry. I think they are overwhelmingly willing to share. And I think they're very much willing to share. And also having a community of women is also a great perspective as well. So I'll just leave it at that. Any questions? Like, I'm a huge advocate of being out in your community and helping people understand like what it is that what you need. When you go to networking events, you tell them like, I'm looking for a laundromat to buy. Do you know of any? Like, say that thing.
Thank
Are
you
you a
so, yeah.
believer in being in a chamber of commerce in your community? Are you a big believer in that?
I would say yes, but we are not. Oh,
That's totally fair.
But
Totally fair.
some of our owners are. I know like Yvette Morton Williams, who's on our board, she owns laundromats in Atlanta. She's like president of her chamber. So it probably depends on the chamber, I would think.
I need some of her energy. She's always got great energy, and I just don't have any of energy. So
yeah, I think there's benefit. I mean, like we go to a few chamber events every year, so we're there. but we're not members because it's like a $700 a year investment. And we don't go to that many events. So like, it's one of those, like, are you getting the value out of it? And I'm not saying you don't, I'm just, yeah. And Brit's
So
chamber isn't really active.
find your connection, however that
Yeah.
is. Could be
Yeah.
chamber, could be something else. Yeah.
Mhm.
Gloria, did you have a question?
Yeah, so if it's not, because I was looking into Chamber of Commerce, and I'm in San Jose, California, so it's a big city. But if it's not going to be the chamber, because the chamber is like, it's big, you've got real estate, you've got this industry, where would I go, or what organization should I be looking for in my local communities?
So for you,
To
I don't know that
connect.
chamber would be a bad situation. I don't know what the investment is to belong to a
Mhm.
chamber in your area. It's probably more than Spokane, Washington, but you know, I think wherever you can be among people who can help you with things that you're looking for. So when you talk about real estate, if I know you're not looking to build, but they might be in the know. They might know a broker. If you're looking for financing, people in those sectors might have that information. I think I just literally learned this. I've been going to networking events for decades. Okay. I'm so old, but I literally just learned this in December of last year. Somebody told me she's a local business owner. She's kick ass. Like, she's awesome. She said, I used to just go to networking events and just visit with people and collect business cards and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, I don't do that anymore. She goes, when I go to a networking event, I go with a purpose. I go with a question. I go with something that I need. I ask people for help. If I don't understand the law, or if I need help with a permitting issue, I ask people for help with that. And a lot of times the people cannot help, but they know who can, and they'll connect me with someone who can. So I don't know that it's necessarily like what group you're in, but that you go into the event or setting with an intention. Like, what is it that you need from that event, and what can you offer others?
Thank
Gloria,
you. Thank you, Monica.
we have a pretty involved CLA member named Nathan Lynn. Him and his wife own several laundromats, and they opened a very large one in Jose. So after this,
Oh.
if you want to reach out to me, I can do like an introduction. They're
God,
very,
yeah.
very nice. I'm sure that him and his wife would be happy to talk with you, and they're in your area.
Beautiful. Danielle, I mean, I don't know how to connect with you, but that would be wonderful.
You know what?
And you
I'm
said it
gonna
was
put
Nathan
my
Lynn.
email in the chat.
Okay, thank you so much. And you said his name is Nathan Lynn?
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Thank you. I really appreciate that.